Right. So some of you know me as the person who can't leave well enough alone. I don't know if you can see inside there, but there's a little bit of corrosion happening in these in here. Got to clean them out. Get a little more dielectric grease in there. And look, there's the factory bumper with the factory fog lights, and it's off. That's a good thing. I just did a ton of maintenance. There is a special place in hell for the jerk who bought oil off Amazon, changed his oil, put his used oil back in the container, and returned it to Amazon, and then Amazon shipped me that oil. Special place in hell for that person. Anyways, back to this. Sorry for the rant. So, front bumper's off the truck. Winch has got to come out. And I figured it would be a good time to take a short little video and show you just how well a Zeon 10S, man, this sucker's dirty, Zeon 10S fits inside the Factory Mopar winch plate. And if you can see, that's my clearance. There's not a whole lot of it. There's clearance, what do you say? I don't see any clearance. There's nothing there. It took a lot to get this in and to fit and to work. Running in all the hardware and getting it all torqued to specs was really difficult. It was literally a Herculean effort. I was not happy about it. And the truth is, I never trusted it because the tolerances were so tight. I just didn't feel like this was trustworthy. The winch is too big for the winch plate. And then secondary to that, and I don't know if you can actually see the line of dirt. Yes, this is all from Easter Jeep Safari. Yeah, that's what happens. Anyways, you can see the line here, and that's where that factory bumper, the clearance it gives you. And you can see that my hub engagement lever here doesn't rotate all the way over with that factory bumper. It could only go this far. So I could never disengage or freestyle my winch. So I couldn't ever freestyle to pull it out. I always had to draw it out with the motor. So that was always a pain in the butt. There were a couple different options. One of them was to reclock this. And I thought about it, but then I realized I had no room here to reclock it. And if I clocked down here, I couldn't get at it to change it. Warn does make a kit where it's basically just a knob instead of a lever. But I would still have to take everything apart, pull the winch out, pull it apart, replace the lever with the knob. And the honest reality is, for that, if I'm going to invest that amount of time to get it all out and do that job, I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to do this. Yep, I did it. I bought a Next Venture front bumper from the vendor show at Easter Jeep Safari. They were throwing down a little bit of a discount. That was nice. So I took advantage of that, and I bought their front bumper. So this has all got to come out. Got to get that winch plate off, clean up the winch, and then I got to paint the bumper and get it on there. So I'm looking forward to it. I did order a new fair lead. This is the old fair lead, and some of those guys that are Tacoma guys might notice what that is, and the debacle that happened with that company. That's why I literally ran this thing upside down so that their name was upside down the whole time. But yeah, this is a lesson in learning just how big the casing is for a Zeon 10S. Now, this is a 7 or 8 year old model. It was a brand new model when I bought this, and I initially had this on the Tacoma. And when I kind of put that Tacoma back to stock, I yanked this out and popped it in the Gladiator. And like, I spent all day fiddling with this winch mount to get everything to fit correctly, and it was super difficult. But I did get it in. I just never trusted it because the tolerances were so tight. I was just worried that that I hadn't gotten something correct. But anyways, back to getting this thing out. I'm gonna get this thing out, get the winch plate off, and maybe get the bumper, the new bumper, prepped to paint. But I'm going snowboarding tomorrow, so and I'm not taking this. So yeah, I got over the weekend. It's supposed to rain this weekend, so the rain. I mean, you know, we're in California, so rain is good, but man, it makes a pain in the butt to take care of this kind of stuff. So, oh yeah, here, yeah, still got to clean the engine bay. I'm actually looking for my foam cannon for my pressure washer. I can't find it. It's because my garage is a disaster. But yeah, Warn Zeon 10S. It does fit in the winch plate, but I don't recommend it.